this first. Quick question. Is the music doubling on itself right now? Or does it still sound single? Okay. I'll just leave it as is then. Let me test something. If I do this, does anything sound different? Right now. Okay, cool. Then I can just set it to that and we are good there. Hello. Good evening, everybody. I hope we are all doing okay. There was an audio blip, it sounds quieter. Yeah, so I originally set the desktop audio to go through... I think that works. If I do, let me check that and see if that affects it. I'm gonna try something real quick. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. Yep, because it'll go through there. Anyway, yeah. Hello, everybody. Okay, so before I begin, while I do some setup, I need you guys to vote on a poll for me. And I'm not going to tell you what this is for. All I'm going to say is, whatever you think it's for, you're probably wrong. So don't try to figure it out. But you have 3 minutes. And when that poll is done, I will be good to go. But first... Oh boy. Ugh.
He's the boy. He's the boy. He's the boy. Oi, boy is gone. Oh, Mizu, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. So yeah, like I'd mentioned before, today's session was relatively short, and the auditions that I did didn't really take me out of commission, so I felt comfortable streaming tonight, especially because we know historically AI the Somnium Files does not require a lot of voicing from me. However, as much as I don't want to do it, I am probably going to take tomorrow off just because I have that makeup session. Just because I have that makeup session on Wednesday that I do not want to mess up. It's in the afternoon, but I don't want to take my chances. Unless there's like no auditions whatsoever, we'll see. But also, for those of you who may have been waiting for it, thought I would let you know that as of a couple hours ago, Games Done Quick just opened up their on-site volunteer auditions. So if you would like to help out with... Hello? Did that just knock my audio out? Hold on a second. That just messed something up. Okay, I think we're okay. That was weird. That like knocked out the sound for a little bit. It was only coming in through... Yeah, it was only coming in through one ear. I was worried I was gonna have to fix something. No, it wasn't Panda. He's off in the other room. Anyway, Games Done Quick opened up their on-site volunteer auditions. So if you wanted to apply to help out with merchandise, to help out with ticketing, to help out with just on-site tech stuff, or as I would be personally interested in, if you want to potentially become a host for the charity event, because I believe they're actually doing it in person again this time. Now is the time, because I believe they will be open until... April 20th. So you have about a week and a half. All right, Rainbow Shirt. All right, I will be right back.
So, for those of you who did not make it for last AI the Somnium Files stream, you missed not very much, and yet at the same time, you missed a fuckload too. Because I guess whatever we saw was not what we were supposed to, like, obviously it was possible for you to come across it, but we saw some things that probably would have made more sense if we had seen them like 2/3 of the way into the game. So there are all kinds. We saw boss in the middle of one of the murder videos. We have no idea how that's turned out. And on that path, like Sojima and Tessa and Ota presumably all died. But now none of that is canon. Because now we're going down a different path. We went back into Tessa's brain and we destroyed the TVs instead of messing around with them, and that took us down a different path, which we're about to see. Anyway, all this to say that I have been nonstop cooking up new theories in my brain as someone who hasn't played this game before about what this could all mean. And I remember previously that I said that Date very well could be the killer, and Boss is using him as a cover while also manipulating his memories to prevent him from understanding that he's the one doing it. I am still adhering to that theory, and I think it's evidenced by the fact that these videos were made or involve Boss. And we already have a case where Date was like, who's that person in the Somnium? Is that me? It looks like me. In addition to the fact that maybe I'm crazy, but it feels like Aiba's human form has a lot of resemblance to Boss between the expression, the face, the hair, and I'm beginning to wonder, because the theme of this game is about AI, love, eyeballs, if Date and Boss were once significant others, and something happened that took out Date's left eye, but also affected his memory. Because we have plenty of cases where people who get shot through the head, where it hits a certain part of the brain, it totally fucks with their personality. It totally destroys like part of their memories. And I wonder if Boss is bitter about the fact that her love, who was whoever Date used to be, doesn't exist anymore. And she's taking it out somehow using the technology that she provided him to replace his left eye. And this would play into why she keeps flirting with him, why she doesn't want him bringing up what happened 6 years ago, why she says just let it go. And I don't know. That's what I'm connecting to right now. Is I feel like, and I won't mind if I'm wrong, but I think it'll be really interesting if it turns out that Date is directly involved in these murders, and he used to be someone different, probably someone connected with the killings, and Boss lost who she fell in love with. And love makes you do crazy things. So, like, maybe, oh my God. What if Boss is propagating the killings because she's trying to trigger Date's old personality? One of the things that happens a lot in psychoanalysis or trauma recovery is that they will try to show a photograph or play a piece of song or something that will trigger the person's memories and bring them back. I mean, the whole concept of PTSD is that something happens that brings soldiers back to the moment of the battle, and that's what causes them to lock up. So what if Boss is initiating all of these killings because that's what Date used to be involved with, and she thinks maybe if I trigger it in just the right way, I can have my old Date back. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be fucked up, though? Wouldn't that be insane? I almost hope I'm not right, because if I am right, it's gonna ruin. But at the same time, if any of the future evidence like builds up to this and supports it, just mark it down now, chat. If this happens to be correct, or even relatively close, this will be the biggest brain play that Sean Chiplock has ever made after only going down one path in this game. Also, 2 things before we begin. Number 1, you guys voted on a flavor, you picked rainbow sherbet. I decided because of all this mindfuckery, I need a drink. So I recently got a variety pack of sour beer, which comes in 3 flavors: rainbow sherbet, slush, and pink guava funk. Every time someone in the cast makes a euphemism joke, I have to take a sip. We'll see how far into this can I get by the end of tonight. Secondly, this box showed up, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I wanted to show it on stream. Because if it is what I think it is, and it is, you guys need to see this. Partially to squeal about it like I'm going to, and partially to be jealous.
This will be an interesting stream to rock.
It the boy. It the boy. It the baby. He even has 1 broken horn. He's got 1 complete one and 1 broken one, and a little felt crown. So, yeah, he's gonna go right back hither. There he is. There's the boy. He has done no wrong. That is absolutely correct. However, a lot of people in this game have done a lot of wrong, so we might as well find out what the hell is going on. Oh, it still says, damn it, I never fucking fixed that. I never managed to fix that. I always forget it. Thank you for the reminder. All right, now it should be updated. And I need to update the go live notification too. Here we go. 1 path down. God only knows how many more left to go. Things only make less sense than they did before, but that's all part of the fun. Yay! All right, now that should be fully updated. All right, we saved at the Matsushita Diner, so let's go. I love how it reminds me that I got boss involved and then went back to the other path. It literally just showed me flashbacks from both paths. Bastards.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
Maybe not, but you better keep your promise.
The counter. There's a family photo. A cordless phone. I can see the kitchen area past the counter. A stool. There's a menu on the table. Neither of us can figure out what that sauce is. Disposable chopsticks. Menus written on the wall on Tanzaku paper. I'm sorry, Vim. A beer ad on the wall. Nothing but a window. It says good luck. Do you want to quickly summarize it, or do you want to just ignore or push it aside and enjoy the stream? A small sitting cushion. A low table.
A walk. Why is that here? Iris is standing next to me. Is this your first time here?
Why does that matter? Do you want me to leave?
About that thing in the Nile message.
Didn't I tell you? Ask Ota about it.
Have you ever met Ota's mother?
Don't you have things to ask Ota? Hurry up.
Jesus! Pushy. Oh, damn, I'm sorry to hear. I hate to be the devil's advocate, but is it something where maybe you should pop off of stream and focus on that instead? Like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to tune in if there's other stuff you gotta focus on. A swinging door. It's Ota. He looks pretty nervous. Did I keep you waiting?
I was nervous thinking about Tessa. I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Wouldn't happen anyway.
Where is your mother?
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
I guess you bought a new cell phone.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
About that thing in the Nile message.
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That
We're glad to
thing-
have you here either way.
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
He's gonna tase me again.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
He's gonna tase me again. Oh! Motherfucker! The walk came into play! I foresaw my own getting knocked out. You die? Ha ha ha. What does that mean in Japanese, yo die? Ooh. Guess Date's in for a rude awakening.
Head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know, but afterward he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Interesting, okay.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Don't touch her, don't touch her!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
the fuck? What the fuck?
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move.
What the fuck?
The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head. Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Iris.
This again? A suspicious figure kissed So. Dreams are constructed with the memories of the dreamer. But Iris said she doesn't know So, Sejima. What could this mean? Before the sync, during the interrogation, Iris was talking with Ota through now. The messenger, I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing? Ota said that he would reveal that information if Iris was released. What is going on? Congressman, anything that threatens the above, okay. Grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, making them obey. So is a member of the post-war generation. He grew up poor, which gave him two things: his motivation for seeking power and wealth, and his vindictiveness toward the upper class. Okay. MoMA, he likes humanity, justice, chivalry, Gandhi, pandas, women. Watching, dance, collecting art, hot springs. MoMA became the leader of the Kumakura Yakuza gang after his predecessor stepped down several years ago. In the past, the Kumakuras were known for being ruthless and violent, but MoMA hopes to make the group more peaceful and business-minded. Rohan used to be the leader of the Kumakura gang. 1 year ago, he committed suicide by jumping from the roof of a building. He was known for his horrific torture technique of peeling his victim's skin from toe to thigh. Number 89, a mysterious inmate currently serving a life sentence at Fuchu prison for murder, known only as Number 89. Likes ass, erotic novels, and his boss. Hopefully not all three at the same time. Dislikes police, his big brother, animal cruelty. Won a dog training contest. He's the lowest ranking member of the Kumakuras. He once had dreams of pursuing the top spot in the gang, but since decided he would rather focus on training his favorite dog. I completely understand. Likes dominatrixes, dislikes domestic violence, dissection, suturing. Perhaps due to the way he looks, he's often mistaken for a low-ranking member, even though he is toward the top. He typically does office work. He has recently fallen in love and lost a lot of weight. Men that act like ballers but are really scrubs. Likes yellow-spotted river turtles. She is Lemnis Skate's receptionist. She likes men that are real bros and can vibe with them from the jump. Lately, her shoulders have been stiffening up on her, though. All right. Kumakura states the name Mama gives to the real estate companies under the Kumakura umbrella. Endogenous morphine released in the brain. Relieves pain, calms nerves, creates a feeling you're totally unrelated to dolphins. Ota said that Tessa is his savior. Maybe some people reacted to this line by thinking, what? Isn't that a little extreme? Iris hasn't saved the world, and she's not a Samaritan. But to people who are in trouble, people who are in a bad place in life, someone like Iris can be a savior, and that's what matters. Glue in French, an art form that involves combining various materials such as print paper, cloth, wires, wood pieces, sand, leaves. Peter describes dreams as a collage of memories. It sort of reminds me of Mormon bubbles. Tell someone you love to image search it. I'm not gonna show it. That definitely tastes like sour rainbow sherbet. An ant familiar with command line user interfaces. Remember that I said I have to take a sip every time there's a euphemism made. What F believed himself to be generally a phrase that describes someone's total authority and the determination. Some would call it arrogance. Carried out, not all that dissimilar to boss. Excuse me. It actually does taste like rainbow sherbet. What the fuck? And it's not horrible either. Juro, a kind of ramen. Oh, wait. Can I show you guys, completely unrelated, but can I show you guys more of the spirits that I summoned in Eglia Rebirth to convince you to buy this game? All right, so here's oh man. You know what? How do I do this? I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave from this for just a second, just to show you this specifically. I'm not gonna last long today. All right, data saved. I need to show you. I have to show you. This is the last time, and if this doesn't convince you, I'm about, I would say like either a third of the way through the game, maybe half, I'm not sure. But I summoned a bunch more spirits yesterday, and this, like I said, this game is a nice mix of challenging, but if you guys remember, I said, man, I hope I have animal battle buddies that I can bring with me. And the first three were kind of just like elemental spirits. They weren't really animals per se, but that has changed. So I'm going to just show you the spirits that I've recruited so far, and then we're going to go back to the Somnium files, and you guys will just understand that this game was worth the money that I spent. All right, we're going to just work our way through the list. How do I look at all of them? I need to look at the info, make teams. No, I need to look at, I need the 3D model. How do I check the 3D model? There's gotta be a way. Oh, I know. Probably Eggpedia. There we go. So there's one. When he shows up, he asks you if there's a great hero that you know, because he's his biggest fan. Got a lion. You've got Mama Mouse, which one of her unison scenes is comforting a young spirit that's crying and wants his mama. We've got SpongeBob SquarePants, the cameo. Nospladamus instead of Nostradamus. We've got Shitlord. We've got Toot Toot McDoot. We've got Burr! Look at him! Look at him! His name is Kit, and he's an avian bear. Or an aviator bear. We have Praise Bee. Oh my god, I just realized the joke. This is the baby spirit that the Mama Mouse takes care of. Look at him! He reminds me of Light from World Flipper. Also, Karis, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. We've got Cat Angel. Biblically accurate cat. We've got Kingdom Hearts. We've got Fat Songbird, or what is it? What's the instrument? The Otoma or something like that? Onatona? Automaton, yes. We've got an actual angel. We've got a little demon gremlin. Look at her! Look at her! I showed this to Color the minute that I brought her. She is adorable. We've got Mask to Mask. We've got Chunky Lad. And that's everyone that I've summoned so far. So I just wanted to show that. I've only just now started summoning silver level spirits, and it goes as high as gold. And these spirits evolve. I haven't even evolved any of the spirits. So with your guys' permission, once I've had a chance to evolve some of them, I would like to come back and show them off again. My brother in Christ. Well, what if Kolnick, what if I say it as Mask Kira Kira Hoshin the Mask? Got relatively close. Does it want to load? Will it load? There we go. All right. I was going to look at the remainder of the appendix. Unaffiliated are able to exist entirely without any other entity, closely tied to the idea of independence. Sosejima currently resides in Azabu. However, he's currently not running for office in the Minato district where Azabu is located, but instead in the Kawasaki district where he was born and raised. Candidates are allowed to run for any constituency, regardless of where they live. One of the neurotransmitters present in the central nervous system. I actually did say that once during the Saturday stream, KK. You just didn't know it because you weren't there. Involved with pleasant feelings, motivation, learning new information. Sometimes called net cafes or PC cafes. Originally, these were simply cafes that featured internet-connected computers, but modern Japanese internet cafes also feature private booths. Many feature manga, magazines, and waitresses, similar to a manga cafe. The booths are typically 10 by 10 feet and walled in by tall partitions. Booths sometimes have a reclining chair and matted floors, perfect for reading manga, browsing the internet, napping, or watching videos. I wish that we had manga cafes in the United States, and I know some smartass in chat is going to go, but Sean, just go to Barnes & Noble and read manga there. It's not the same thing! The pituitary gland, pituitary, is part of the endocrine system that hangs on the lower part of the brain, not to be confused with the anterior pituitary. Pituitary primarily secretes oxytocin. A hormone with a peptide bond. A peptide bond is a bond that occurs when the carboxyl group of a molecule, Q, reacts with the amino group of another molecule, No More Heroes 2, which generates water. H2O has nothing to do with energetic tides. Yo, look at that tracksuit. Yo, that fucking drip, though. Oh my god. Okay, listen. If my hair ever grays, I need to go for a pewter look. I need to go for this and see if I can make it happen.
Iris. No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
God, I hope she doesn't die again. Not a second time, please.
I kept my foot to the gas the whole time.
I could feel the sweat in my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? Feeling... Time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
That sick bastard.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
But he wasn't able to last time. So what's the difference here? Is it where he was knocked out?
You okay?
Date.
Where did they go?
That's a lot of blood.
The back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Don't worry, Iris is alive. Backup is en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
I don't know which route I'm on, Volcanic. I'm just playing the game.
Great.
Is this gonna have an action sequence? Is it gonna be like Shadowverse where I have to push left and right and dodge shit? Has he been up since Monday morning? Has he slept at all?
Any traces of the culprit?
Hey, Volcanic, can you please stop telling me how many routes there are? Thank you.
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
On the current flowchart, I'm on the lower left. Police officer mannequin. So, boss... The more I think about this theory that I have, the more what boss is telling me is bullshit. An RC car. That's why she's like, oh, they got away. Oh, we weren't able to catch them. Because if they ever catch the culprit and close the case, then boss has nothing. She can't initiate any more murders. She can't try and trigger Date's memory. Like, as long as Date remains the way he is, boss cannot let the case be solved, is my theory. It's a volleyball. A soccer ball. The Persian rug is laid out. It's a Tanuki statue. A flag with big catch on it. A soba restaurant door curtain. Shelves. Bags hanging on a rack. There were wine bottles lined up. A tombstone. Rip. A cabinet. The entrance. Boss's chair. A matryoshka. Oh, he doesn't do the thing where he keeps opening it this time. Cold air is blowing from the AC. She has a computer on her desk. A type that has a monitor built in. Boss's desk. There's stickers all over the front. There's a clock off to the side of her desk. The battery died on that thing, so the hands have stopped. A police poster. A decorated Christmas tree. That's been here since the first time I was in this room. A plaster figure. It's a floaty. Stationary bike for indoor training. A symbol. Snowboard. Triangular ruler. Skis. A boy band poster. There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. There's a pennant adorning the wall. A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall. A map on the wall. A public bath door curtain. An electronic darts game. A bookshelf. There's a ton of things stuffed in it. A pumpkin. A happy birthday banner decoration. The coffee maker is sitting on the shelf. Boss is sitting on top of her desk. From this angle, it looks like you should be able to see up her skirt, but you can't. Not that I would want to. Has CSI found anything at the warehouse?
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Iba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
About so.
So, Sajima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
About Okiura Fishery.
You should ask Iba about that.
Yes, I've already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know.
That is true, Volcanic. A lot of the games that I've been playing recently have had really good voice acting. Demon Gaze 2, I'll talk about it again when I start playing it, but considering the first time I played it was on the Vita, I did not realize how solid the performances in Demon Gaze 2 are. And when we heard Ota's mother, Mayumi, have a breakdown in this game, holy fucking shit. I am so sad that her voice actress is no longer with us.
Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died.
I heard, Techie. I'm super happy that it's coming to Steam. And I wonder if that means they're going to do a Demon Gaze 2 extra.
Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
About Iris and Ota.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Oh, God. So when I was much younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian because I love animals so much. Until I realized that being a vet would include having to do surgery, having to do checkups, having to draw blood, having to inject stuff. And I learned very quickly that, you know, I can handle seeing blood. Like if I'm bleeding from a wound on my arm, or like when I was bleeding a lot from my elbows and my chin after a bad accident that I had, that's fine. But like the description of stuff, like optic nerves being connected to the brain, I can't handle it. During one of our science classes, one of our biology classes, I feel like this was a sick joke now that I think about it, but right before lunch, we were watching a video because we were looking at like genetic malformations or genetic glitches and stuff like that. And one of the topics that we were covering was Siamese twins, you know, when two people are conjoined twins. If they're connected by the head or by an elbow or by an arm or something like that. And the last video that we saw before we were excused for lunch was a video of a surgery attempting to separate conjoined twins. And it was in the middle of the surgery when we got the bell to go to lunch. And everyone starts to get up to go to lunch. And I go to get up. And I immediately fall to the ground. And I didn't realize this. But watching that video of the Siamese twins, or I'm sorry, the conjoined twin surgery, I need to remember I grew up with it being referred to that first term, so I gotta get it out of my memory. Me viewing the conjoined twin surgery had basically turned my legs to jelly. They were like how people who are afraid of heights would find themselves unable to stand when they're trying to cross a bridge that's very high up or like a glass bottom floor. My legs refused to hold any rigidity, and I had to climb back into my chair and wait a couple minutes for the feeling to come back before I could actually walk around.
Have you contacted Hitomi and Mayumi?
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
I want to hear from a representative of Okira Fishery.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiyura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
I should go investigate.
Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
Oh, there's so many places we can go. I'm gonna go back to the diner. I want to see what happens if we just go straight back to where we got conked out.
Who might you be?
Oh, I suppose I should introduce myself more formally.
At least something a little more than flashing your badge.
My name is Kaname Date.
Mr. Date, what can I help you with?
Condiments are placed on the table. Disposable chopsticks. A low table. A sitting cushion. Nothing but a window. A lucky cat statue. A beer ad on the wall. Says good luck. Menus written on the wall in Tanzaku paper. I can see the kitchen area past the counter. The counter. It's an autograph probably from a celebrity. There's a menu on the table. A stool. A table. It's a mop. A round chair. What's the difference between a chair and a stool? It's the same thing, just a different height. A bucket.
kid's chair? Why is the kid's chair higher up than the normal chair? That doesn't make sense. Swinging door. Gears have stopped turning on the clock. It's November, but that calendar says January. Looking closely at it, even the year is wrong. This is old. Oh, that's right. This game has messed with my knowledge. It's Mayumi, Ota's mother. She has a picture frame next to her. Are you done packing?
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
About that photo.
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo toward me.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
God. I hope that one day I can be as good at performing as this girl, or this woman was. Jesus Christ. Every line has so much character in it.
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
About last night.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes, a very nostalgic dream.
What kind of dream?
It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting. My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Where is your husband?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
Now you better have told me. I better be able to look that shit up. Where is myocardial infarction? Where the fuck is it? I don't see it. God damn it. They lied to me. Watch, it's gonna say, what does that mean? A heart attack.
What? What is going on here?
I thought it,
Date, I noticed something.
I thought he was saying what to what she described. He's gonna go, what? And she's gonna go, it means a heart attack, Date. And she'll be like, God fucking damn it.
Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
What the fuck?
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue,
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
No.
dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
Oh, fuck.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Oh my god. Imagine living the last 8 years thinking everything is fine. And the world just keeps going on without you. Holy shit. Oh boy.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Oh, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Mayumi's in the kitchen. It looks like she's cutting vegetables or something. Beer cases.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful.
Dude, dementia is the scariest fucking thing to me. Like, every so often I'll end up seeing a story about it on Reddit and them going through the description of, like, the pain of understanding that who you're talking to isn't who you knew because their memories are all fuzzy and they only believe what their brain tells them is real. And you can't get mad at them because they don't understand. They won't understand why you're upset. To them, you're the crazy one. And that's so fucking scary to me.
They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
The bed. Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. It measures heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. Curtain used as a divider.
Peekaboo?
Pardon me?
When Iris was little, we used to play hide and seek. Seeing that curtain made me think about it.
A curtain used as a divider. There's a bedside table.
That is not a table. That is a shelf. Actually, this raises a good question, chat, and I'll take a sip while I ask this. To you, at what height does a table become a shelf? And is that height affected by the access to a chair that reaches up to that level? Okay. Well then, I have another question then. If it has to be secured to the wall to be a shelf, what is that? What kind of unit is that? No, not that thing, chat. This thing. Right here. The black thing next to it. Not this, you fucking... This thing. What is this? Fucking assholes. Book chair? A fucking book chair? A bookcase. God damn it. I'm timing him out because he made me laugh, and I feel threatened by people who are funnier than me. Why can't I check the AC unit in this room?
A sink.
How is that? Oh. I was like, what is this? Whatever the fuck this is not a sink. And it was like, oh.
I can see a toilet in there. I feel the sudden urge to scrub it. A cupboard.
I love how we don't pronounce it cupboard. We don't even say it fast. We don't go cupboard. We say cupboard. C-U-B-B-A-R-D or C-U-B-B-E-R-D. Cupboard. What other words do not sound like how they're spelled? Cupboard.
A round chair.
Wednesday. Oh, Esper, I don't know if you knew this, but back at our apartment block, one of the signs for street sweeping said, street sweeping every Wednesday. Wednesday. And I was like, wait a second. And I checked all of the other signs on that street, and all of them spelled it correctly, except for that one, which raises a question I thought these things were mass-produced. Like, they probably are made on an assembly line. I doubt that they're making these one at a time. So how did it turn out that they got one that says Wednesday, and all the others before and after it say Wednesday? Sweet Kron. Also, word that does not sound like how it's spelled, Hors divorce. And if you know what I'm talking about, you'll understand. About your alibi.
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Do you know anything about Iris and So?
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
About Ota.
I am so thankful for Ota. No, words don't even do it justice. Ota saved Iris, didn't he?
Bonnie. One of the things that always amuses me at Disneyland is all of the trash bins on the swinging door say litter please, and I know that it's saying please put your litter in here, but because of that I always read it as the trash can is telling you don't put it in me, just leave it on the ground, litter please. And it's like, couldn't you have worded it differently, like litter here? Yeah, please litter. Please, make a mess. You took it literally? I'm gonna time you out, RPG Mel. Don't fucking test me.
I heard the police talking about it. If Ota didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead.
Actually, I was part of an alternate timeline where he did go to the warehouse and they both ended up dead.
I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
There's thank you, but in all caps.
Ota was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice. Not that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
About Iris.
Iris lost her left eye.
I did voice
Haven't
Valder.
found it yet.
I voice Valder, Greenfinger, and Sedge.
If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore it.
Oh, fuck.
But I'm thankful she's alive. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had. While I was waiting for news from Iris' surgery, I started thinking about Monica.
Monica? Monica S?
And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
Valder was definitely the hardest of the voices for me to do. Because I had to make him sound, like, intimidating, but not as deep as Greenfinger.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
Smart ass. There's an arch-shaped stone bridge over the pond. Pond.
Look, Aiba. A giant salamander.
Mr. Sajima is a wealthy man. Perhaps it is his pet.
Really?
There are many koi in the pond, as well as a salamander. A garden stone. A tree. Oh, I don't get to check the sky on this place? The Sejima residence. A garden lantern.
Well, that is strange. Why is Reika from the Cabaret Club over there?
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
There's a garden lantern. That's a big moss ball. No, actually, it's a well-manicured tree. He must be into topiary. It's not a big moss ball. There's a small island in the center of the pond. The bodyguard is standing completely still, emotionless. What's your boss's relationship with the Kumakuras?
I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you.
Kyle A. Bear!
I'm sworn to confidentiality.
Do you know Iris Sagan?
No?
It's this girl.
I showed him the picture of Iris I had.
Cute.
What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
About So's alibi.
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
So is feeding the koi in the pond. About your connection with the Kumakuras.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey Aiba, you were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Do you know Iris Sagan?
I don't. Who is that?
I showed him the picture of Iris I had.
This girl, do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Where were you at 3 a.m. this morning?
Here, sleeping of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
I kinda don't want to. Oh no, he's got a single gun. How unexpected for a bodyguard.
This guy has a handgun.
Yeah.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
Yeah, he's a bodyguard, Date.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Oh.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
Don't you have to, like, re-register it every year and, like, take a test or something like that?
This is why I hate politicians.
And maybe this is getting into hyperbole, but don't they, like, actively try to make it a pain to re-register your gun every year because they would just rather you not have one? Wait. Morphogenetic Simon, you wish it was like that here? What, that police were some of the only people allowed to have guns? I would not recommend that.
Hey, Mizuki, could you take a break? I want to ask you something.
Damn! Damn! Mizuki's drunk! Damn, it won't even let me check anything. I can't check anything in my own residence. I want to look at that, but I can't. The game's like, no. Listen. You're here for one reason right now, Date. And that is to check out Mizuki pumping this fucking iron. Woo! Let's go. Girl power. Mizuki is still working her muscles. About the fishery. Did she register her guns? God damn it, Karis. Where's the officer who dropped you off? About Ota and Iris? You're mad at me, aren't you?
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive.
Keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
Dude, middle schoolers are fucking vicious. This totally tracks. This is specifically why my wife said when my wife wanted to be a teacher proper rather than a tutor/mentor like she is right now, she said, if I'm going to teach, I need to teach elementary schoolers. Because kindergartners are too young. It'll be more like a daycare. High schoolers already have their own idea, so it's weird to connect with them. They're not going to respect me because I'm too short for them. And middle schoolers, she says, I refuse to teach middle schoolers because middle schoolers think they know everything and they don't give a fuck.
My girlfriend is a ninja. You know, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
High schoolers will hurt you physically in a way that lasts for a week. Middle schoolers will hurt you in a way that lasts a year. A bench press. The weight's a real iron. The total weight is 220 pounds. Not that I can actually bench that. A big window. Mizuki's clothes and mine hanging on the rack. We each have basically one outfit. That's because we're rational people. I don't want to waste my precious time and brain power thinking about what clothes to wear every day. Serious question about that. Would you guys be bothered if you had to pick an outfit that defines you and wear only that outfit every day? Like, let's pretend you wouldn't need to wash them every single day. Let's pretend you'd be provided enough for like a week. You do laundry just as often as you do with your current outfit, but you could only wear one outfit that was your look. A lot of successful businessmen and scientists do it. Okay, honestly, Mizuki and I do have other outfits. We just keep them somewhere else. My clothes and Mizuki's. I mean, to be honest, I don't do it with, like, my shirts, but I come really close to having one outfit. And that, for a long time, was jeans, whatever soft shirt I was wearing, and my blue hoodie. I wore my blue hoodie everywhere. Unless it was way too hot for a hoodie, I would wear the hoodie. And if it was too hot for the hoodie, I'd have the hoodie tied around my waist. But that blue hoodie, like, it was my Linus blanket. Clothes are hanging on the rack. They're mine and Mizuki's.
Hey, could you stop hanging your clothes next to mine?
Why?
Your old people smell is going to get all over them.
I mean, I do like older women.
Date, I don't think that is what she's talking about.
That's a drink. A backpack. Looks small on Mizuki now. 4 years ago when I bought it for her, it looked so big on her back. Mizuki's favorite metal pipe. I have no idea what she uses it for. By the way, I thought you guys would find this amusing, but the other day when I was at round 1, some high school kids started a conversation with me because I was wearing my VeggieTales crew hoodie. Lowell, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. They started conversing with me specifically because of my VeggieTales crew hoodie that I got for voicing on the reboot. And at one point we get into the, what would we have heard you in? And I was like, what consoles do you own? And they're like, well, we have an Xbox, but we mostly play on PC. And I went, okay, do you happen to watch anime? Like, I'm like, all right, well, they're not gonna have heard anything that I'm watching. They're gonna be like, no, whatever. So they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, what anime do you watch? He's like, well, maybe you should tell us what anime that you're in. And I go, okay, I don't know. Have you seen ReZero? And the dude's eyes light up and he goes, what? I was like, have you seen ReZero? And he goes, the one with Subaru? And I go, yeah. And he goes, yeah, who do you voice in that? And I went, I voice Subaru. And the look on his face as he turns to his friend going, dude, like he fucking lost it. He was like, dude, I watched that sporadically, like throughout my early years of high school. And he's like, what else, man? And I was like, do you watch Tokyo Revengers? And he's like, no. I was like, Draken? What the fuck, dude? Dude, Andre, he's fucking Draken in Tokyo Revengers. And I was just sitting there beaming. I was like, oh my God, I finally got to have a moment of someone just in real life recognizing that I was in. So I actually ended up retweeting it the other day. If you guys scroll far enough on my timeline, you'll see that I retweeted someone posting that they ran into me at round 1. And, oh yeah, I totally did, like, I did a bit of the Draken voice for them as well. I think his friend Andre was into Genshin Impact as well. I probably am remembering his name wrong, and if so, I really apologize. But after how many times I used to have Uber drivers go, whoa, what have you been in? And then not recognize a single thing. Oh, I told you guys the Apple Store story, right? About Mega Man. I'm sure I've said it on this stream before. What up, Reika Bird? All right. Reika and everyone rating. If you have not heard the Apple Mega Man story, the Apple Store Mega Man story, raise your hand. Like, do the little 07. If we've got at least like 10 people that have not heard the Apple Store Mega Man story, I will tell it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Okay, all right. So this is what I knew that time had moved on. So I was going to the Apple Store at one point because my phone's, it was back when they were offering the free battery replacement because Apple had been found to be like outdating older iPhone batteries because of an update, and they offered to recharge or refill them or replace them for free. So I had made an appointment at the Apple Store to go get my phone's battery replaced because I wasn't interested in changing it out anytime soon. And I'm standing outside of there, and I have a retro Mega Man shirt. It was Mega Man with like the little 8-bit sprite in the middle of his run and shoot pose, and it's like running and gunning since 1987 or something like that. And as I'm waiting outside the store for them to open, because they open at 9 a.m. and I just decided to go as early as possible, you know, there's people starting to show up, and this slightly older woman, I would say she was in her 50s, like 50 to 55. Not quite a grandmother, but definitely a little on the older side. She had glasses on. She was a lighter frame. She gets my attention, and God bless her heart, she was just trying to make conversation with me to connect with one of the younger generation, and I don't fault her for that. But this woman gets my attention, turns me to her, points at my Mega Man shirt, and with genuine enthusiasm goes, "You know, my son loves Minecraft." And I looked at her and I went, and I just played it straight. I was like, yeah, you know, I've had a lot of fun with Minecraft too. I'm not as much of a builder as some people are, but you know, I've made shops on there. You know, there's some mods that I've played before that I found were really fun. It's a really relaxing way to spend the day. And I didn't tell her she was wrong. I didn't try and correct her. I didn't make a face. I just yes-anded. But as she turned, I was like, oh. That was the most painful experience. The second most painful was when, it was one of those Uber drives where someone was trying to be like, oh, well, what would I have heard you in? And I was like, are you familiar with The Legend of Zelda? And they go, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, I voiced a couple characters in the newest Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. And all I needed to hear to know that this conversation was over was when the guy goes, oh, yeah, I had a Nintendo.
4 years ago, Mizuki used to hide in them to scare you, didn't she?
Yeah, and I would scold her every time.
She hasn't done such childish things lately.
Good news for me.
You think so? I imagine that a part of you actually misses it.
Reika, one of the reasons, or one of the times that I understood that I have privilege was when I went to go pick up a pizza from Domino's back when I used to get Domino's relatively regularly. And the woman at the counter, I would say she was in her 20s. I would say 20 to 25. I remarked about this was around the time that Nintendo had started bringing Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow to the eShop. And I brought it up. I was like, hey, do you plan on getting Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the eShop? And she goes, what is that? And I went, do you have any of the newer consoles, like the Nintendo 3DS or the DS, that had like an online store? And she goes, oh, no. The last Game Boy that I owned, or the last handheld console that I owned, was a Game Boy Color. I don't know if she said the last handheld console that she owned or the last console, period. And I didn't know how to respond to that. And so I knew that I was going to be getting the new 3DS XL that was coming out pretty soon. And so I literally said, are you going to be here for another 15, 20 minutes? And she goes, yeah, I'm here for another hour. I was like, stay here. I'll be back. And I went home and I took my 3DS XL, the regular 3DS XL. I took the SD card out of it. I formatted it and I brought it to her. And I said, here you go. I said, don't worry about it because I'm about to be getting one of the newer versions of this that has a larger screen. I literally am not going to have this anymore. You might need to get a larger SD card for it. You know, it doesn't have any games on it, but if you have anything from like Game Boy Advance, I forget, I think it was just the DS that was the last one. I was like, but anyway, you'll have to get some games for it, but here you go. And I just gave her my blue 3DS XL because it's just one of those moments. You guys have seen me do it when I don't need shit anymore. I don't want to just throw it out. I don't want it to go to some store that's going to mark it up and sell it back again. I'd rather someone else have it. So I felt really good because I was like, man, I really hope she makes use of it because her world is about to be blown. A cushion.
It's cold. I'm going to catch a cold over here.
A cushion on the sofa. A one-seater sofa. See, this is, I swear I'm not trying to nag on my own performances, but if you listen to how she delivered this,
I'm going to catch a cold over here.
Especially listen to how she says over here.
I'm going to catch a cold over here.
I don't think I would have made choices that good. I probably would have gone, it's cold. I'm gonna catch a cold over here. Which is very, I'm going to catch a cold over here, but listen to the way she does this line.
I'm going to catch a cold over here.
It's, there's just this nuance to it that I don't put in my reads yet. I don't play with it that much. And I'm so envious of that. There's so much that I have yet to learn. Waiter Buffalo, thank you for the the tier 1 gift sub, and welcome Sarkaline. Audio equipment for an audio file. A coffee table. The top is glass. It's a door-rabbit. A stuffed rabbit. It's a character Mizuki likes. I guess there's no point getting into it. A bed. Mizuki sleeps there every night. A 3-seat sofa I also use as a bed. I've been sleeping here for 4 years. Mizuki took over my bed. There's a bra hanging from the ceiling. No, wait. Just lighting equipment. Just lighting. Damn, I love sour beer so much. What I really like about sour beer is that it can be flavored, but even if the flavor goes away, you can still taste the tartness. And tart to me is a flavor. No, Tima, I'm not talking about expired beer. There is a type of beer that's called sour beer. And it's usually mixed, it's usually like a malt beverage that's made a certain way so that there's this tartness, this sourness to it. And I really, really like that. There's a corkboard on the wall. Karis can actually talk about, there was a convention we went to together, and the mall that we took a trip to had a beer station in the middle of the mall where you could like buy beer and like walk around drinking it. And one of the options was a sour beer. Like a sour, it was like sour nectarine or sour blood orange. And I basically used all of my credit on that drink, and I was buzzed by the time we left to go walking around the store. I'm pretty sure I asked the guy at the Disney store how he felt about the Nala eyes. The entrance.
Hey, Mizuki, could you get rid of the Cleone in there?
Aw, do I have to?
Yes. If it were just 1 or 2, I'd let it slide, but there's 100 in there.
It's not my fault they started breeding.
My refrigerator. It's packed with beer, food, and a bunch of Cleone. Now, I know you're going to tell me what Cleone is. A contact team sport popular in India. One player on the offensive side runs to the defensive side of the court while continuously changing the word kabaddi, tags as many opponents as they can, then returns to their side of the court all in one breath without getting tackled. Does not involve shooting, nor is it particularly cute. These motherfuckers will not tell me what Cleone is. I feel like when an important word shows up, you should tell me. I feel like this dude is gonna walk into a video frame and go, "Hello, Mario." Takero is an ardent student of cooking and very particular about the ingredients he uses. Therefore, his diner attracted many customers but did not make a significant profit. Helping Mayumi was his first priority, decreasing his focus on the diner. He's one of So's many bodyguards. Even though they look alike, they are not clones. They all wear face masks to hide their identity. Vim, that's why I have to give thanks to NIS America. If I had not QA tested for NIS America, I would not have found out about them replacing the Vita's OLED screen with a regular LED. And it would not have pushed me to buy a PS Vita before they switched. And I might not have been introduced to stuff like Demon Gaze and other dungeon crawlers. It's a pot. The kitchen. There's seasonings and cooking equipment lying around. Bench press. Oh, excuse me. There's a chair next to the desk.
You watch weird videos when I'm not around, don't you?
Weird videos?
Something about cuckoldry?
No. Those are husbandry videos. You know, like animal husbandry, raising livestock. Anyway, don't touch my computer without permission.
Ah. PC. My hard drive is full of animal husbandry videos. A desk. Volcanic. If a stand's name is sit down, be humble, does that mean it's no longer a stand? No, sitting is still standing. You're just standing on your ass instead of your feet. Your upper torso is still upright. That's why it's called standing versus lying down. And technically, if you're sitting, but your feet are still touching the ground, you're just standing at a weird angle. I keep a bunch of documents there.
Oh, I put the notice from your credit card company in there.
Small filing cabinet. I keep a bunch of documents that I don't want to open in there. Mizuki is sitting on the bench. Where's the officer who dropped you off?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Alright, this can's disappearing. Ah. About Okira Fishery.
Okira Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family.
About Ota and Iris.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Iris and Ota came out of it okay. They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, do you guys want to know how I'm suffering right now, by the way? This isn't related to anything. So, For the last couple of nights, I've wanted to go to Walgreens to restock on Red Bull because they usually have the only good deal in town where I can get 2 of a Red Bull for $5 or 3 for $7, depending on the sale. Whereas every place else wants them like 2 for $6 or at worst like 2 for $7 for the same size. But apparently, since the end of last week, Walgreens point of sale system screwed up and set the California CRV from 5 cents to $5. So a single can of Red Bull is currently about $7.50. My friend tried to go buy 4 of them for me, and it wanted to charge her $40 after tax. So I said, I'll wait. But that also means I haven't been able to have Red Bull for almost a week at this point. What kind of person was your grandpa?
I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yup. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. There's a part of me that's thinking... maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I'd believe her grandpa was an incredible man.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation, so...
Wait, you're leaving me again? I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them, they said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me, and I got mad, and I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
And then he punched Mizuki and said, "Oh, too slow."
Why the shrine?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
The slight Asian accent that Greg puts on these lines.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
A training dummy. A tree. A Shinto shrine. It looks rather solemn. A guardian dog.
Hey Date, what's this?
It's called a sacred straw rope. In kanji, it's written as pour and linking rope. It's because in ancient China, rope that had water poured on it was used as an amulet to protect from evil. Hey, you asked.
A lantern.
I think I prefer interns. A lantern.
What does it say?
When riding an elevator, mashing the door close button doesn't actually do anything. That's what it says.
You're lying. Aren't you?
There's usually a code that you have to push. I forget what it is, but there's usually a button combination that will actually forcibly close the doors in order to speed up transport time.
Hey Date, what's that?
It's a chozuya. This is where you wash your belly button in the sacred water before you visit the shrine.
Belly button?
Yes, absolutely. In Shinto, the belly button is said to be the dirtiest place. That is why, before praying, you have to cleanse yourself.
I see. My belly is holy. I didn't mean for that to rhyme.
Date, I wish you wouldn't lie to her while she's impressionable. Your story about the belly button, she trusts you, you know.
She'll catch on eventually.
You wash your hands and face here. Definitely not your belly button. Mizuki looks skeptical. Mental preparation is important.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
That's why when I was young, my parents had my belly button skin removed. I was button-sized.
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club. Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see.
No, Date, what are you doing?
Actually, no. That's stupid.
The key to victory is to kill the heart.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Your everyday life is of dire importance.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday life. Diet and exercise form a strong body. And if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Being quick to act is crucial.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master. Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
But how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward.
What?
Huh?
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master. That is a must.
Just looking out for himself.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
See, the way my brother and I always fought is we would always try to let the other person hit us first, because then we could start crying and tell our parents that they hit us. And our brother couldn't say that we hit them back because we didn't. So in a fight, whoever hit first lost.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know when the time comes.
It backfired once. It backfired once because my brother tried to like pull a trick on me by saying, we don't even have to fight. I'll just start crying and they'll believe me if I say that you hit me. I was like, don't do it. And he's like, he started crying. He started acting like he was getting hit. And I went, all right, well, as long as you're going to act like I hit you, I'm not going to waste this opportunity to get the hit in. So he started crying, faking that I hit him. And so before they showed up, I beat the shit out of him.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Lila.
Where to?
Now, I say that as someone who is only 4 years older than him. So, not a big strength difference, especially because I never worked out. It's okay, I got him back though, because one time I farted on his head. He never ever did that to me. So I can always hold that over him. There's no way. In what world is he now going to get an opportunity to fart on my head before we both die? I win that fight. Or fart. Toodle victory.
2 cars.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
1 van and 1 station wagon.
A police officer. I asked him about the investigation, but there's been no progress.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Van owned by the Matsushita family. Ota's fingerprints were found on the driver's seat, and Iris's were found on the passenger seat. Ota's cell phone fell under the driver's seat. A red barrier line wraps around the scene. In the old days, they used to use yellow caution tape for this. Now we've got cheap hologram technology that can do the job even better. Well, sometimes we use good old-fashioned yellow tape. Yeah, but anyone can just walk through the barrier. Forklift. There's nothing special about it. The water of Tokyo Bay.
Date, look! The School of Mullet!
And
Aren't the fish so cute?
Yeah, but you have to make effort to go through yellow tape. There's a school of mullet in the water, but it has nothing to do with this case. Color Timura's ship. Cold storage warehouse became the scene of a horrible crime this morning. Okira Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Warehouse is all in a line. Cops from the head office examined everything. I couldn't find anything useful.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
stolen.
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
Famisto!
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident. Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
How did he operate both cars?
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
Interessante.
Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Police officer. Aren't you cold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Any progress in the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I asked the cop on the scene, and he said there wasn't anything special in them. There's a dark spot over there. The shadows on the left catch my eye.
It's dark over there.
Is it of concern?
Yeah, but without some light, I can't see.
I am perfect for times like this.
Huh, there's something there.
You should go pick it up.
Huh. I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting
Oh, that
them
looks
for
fucking
3
good.
years.
I want that.
Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue.
Remember when I said that Date might be the one committing these crimes? Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them. Why is this here? Perhaps we can use it as a clue. The thick plottins.
Let's investigate further.
It doesn't disprove my theory. A hook is hanging from the ceiling crane. An oil drum.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
Reika bird? What have you been doing? You told me you were done doing stuff there.
What part of her looks like a metal tube?
An oil drum. Probably not a clue this time.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Forklift is stopped. It looks like it hasn't been moved in years. I don't know if this has anything to do with what happened this morning.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
Video camera and laptop used for the stream. We probably can't find the culprit with these, though.
3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late.
This is the workbench Iris was lying on. I can't find any clues here.
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
Take that, Volcanic!
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
The inspector is doing his duties, as usual. Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
You have a family?
No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame.
We see each other a lot, don't we?
Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Date trans? Date trans? What's your name?
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name.
What's your name?
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name?
What's your name?
You still don't know.
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka, right?
Not even close.
What's your name?
Do you want me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with Ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kaniza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
His name is Kaniza. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd. That's my friend Kaniza. An evidence marker. It's a little marker that's put up to track evidence at the scene. That must be Ota's blood. That's where he was stabbed and went down. There's a cardboard box on the floor. There's nothing in it.
There are only a few items on the shelf.
Chair!
Is this warehouse not in use?
Can't find any leads on the chair. I'm sorry, table. It's a table. Hey, buddy. Hi. Ow! I don't see anything special about it. Hold on. Yeah, you saw what that was. I'm gonna get him back, though. Hold on. I'm gonna wait until the game doesn't progress.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize
All
our
right, hold on.
investigation so far.
Ugh. That pissed him off. Dashboard.
These are tasty when they're golden brown.
I believe you're referring to hash browns.
The steering wheel. Center console. The passenger seat. The glove box.
Boxing gloves.
A boxer puts his boxing gloves in the glove box.
Okay, that's pushing it. Glove box. The gear shift. I like manuals more than automatic. Gear shift. Aiba's sitting in the passenger seat. Well, to be precise, an image of Aiba sitting in the passenger seat. About so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking Sosajima to the new Cyclops serial killing.
Not an actual theory, but I would laugh if Kanaiza was the actual Cyclops killer.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
Yeah.
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Is So trying to start trouble?
I do find it funny that having a single handgun is considered being heavily armed.
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
About Mayumi.
Mayumi is suffering
Mayumi.
from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume. But...
She might not remember.
correct.
About Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fishery. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
That raises a good question, Dragon Girl. Is it easier to acquire or obtain a flamethrower in Japan than it is a gun?
Still, something's not right.
Any other information?
There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on it.
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s.
Did Ota steal his mother's own car?
8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station wagon.
Never mind.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night. And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
What if Mayumi was the one in the polar bear costume?
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She
What
made
up,
it,
the
right?
off?
Yes, but she's still unconscious.
What were you playing?
She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
All right.
Hey, Kuro no Ki. Wait, Kuro's out? Shit.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Today's been okay. A lot on my
How are you
mind.
feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Didn't they say it's gonna be Trails into Reverie, Lazy Samurai?
All right, that's good.
Ota, I'm sorry to
Oh,
put
wait.
this on you right after
That's
your surgery,
Hajimari. Never mind.
but can you talk to us for a minute?
It's Hajimari. It's Trails into Reverie. Yeah. Trails into the Void. That's my bet. Trails into the Void. Boss got right to business after introducing herself.
I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs. Maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation. Or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
Bedside table.
Is it a bedside table when you move it away from the bed?
I suppose then it's just a table.
A bedside table on the bedside. An LCD TV.
Hey, Date. When are you planning on leaving? The good stuff is gonna come on soon.
You're not watching that tonight.
There's an LCD TV on top of the bedside table. He's gonna watch those animal husbandry videos, I know it! Curtain used as a divider. A bed.
Hey, Date. I don't think I can sleep by myself tonight. Will you sleep with me?
Why me?
Oh, then that old woman over there is fine.
Old woman?
A bed. Autism, he's like, what are you gonna do? Put me in the hospital? I'm already here. Checkmate! Equipment used for monitoring vital signs. It measures heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperature on the monitor. A cupboard. A cupboard. A window. A round chair. Boss is standing on the other side of the bed. Anything you want to ask Ota?
I leave this to you, Date.
Why did you come here?
I'm kind of interested in Ota.
Hey, The Off, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. I appreciate your support.
In me?
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy to do. I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Hero?
Little?
To me, you're still little.
Did you find any new clues?
If I did, I would have told you already.
Ota is lying down in bed. About the walk.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
You can't just apologize about almost murdering someone with a heavy item. I feel like there's a little bit more that has to happen here besides just, hey, you hit me on the head with a walk and knocked me unconscious. Oh, my B.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You shouldn't have done it a first time.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Who stabbed you?
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
Walk it off. About that thing on Nile.
That's... Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
But I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Okay.
About the Odoroki Man chocolate. I took the chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Ota.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
What happened after you left Matsushita Diner?
You mean after Hitting you with the walk?
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could.
Hold on a sec, you guys. Panda's going nuts like there's a cat outside. Oh, I swear, he always gets so vocal and I have no idea what he's getting mad at. Like, I'd understand if the same cats were showing up over and over and driving him crazy, but even when I'm super quiet and like stalk up to the window, there's nothing there, so.
But the car was driving away! I looked around and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel. I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
The time was 10:33 p.m. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
I don't know how he's managing to see birds when it's dark outside and he's looking through window slats. After stealing the station wagon,
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought after I hit you.
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Why's that so important?
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest.
after running into the warehouse.
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Mayumi has a knife. Mayumi followed after Ota and Iris. Mayumi doesn't remember what happened last night. I think Mayumi was in the polar bear costume. The identity of the polar bear.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on. After all this, what is he trying to hide?
About that thing.
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't. I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after. This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh! Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Well, she used to have a license, now she just has an L-sense because she's missing an eye.
You promise?
Anything for you. After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer. And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
We're gonna sink into Ota. We're gonna sink into Ota.
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
He has a gun? Oh, fuck!
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
What up, Lunar?
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
We're gonna sink!
But you can still get information inside his head.
Here we fucking go! Here we go, baby! Woo!
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
Won't be a problem. But, are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But...
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
At least 20-something times, B-teens.
Now, what I want to know is how many times am I going to have to redo this Somnium just to find that goddamn hidden item? What do you mean you couldn't get it?
Can you please take me with you?
I don't use my
As long as I have
3DS anymore,
Wi-Fi,
Giga.
I don't need anything else.
Sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
Is this a cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku shop?
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action dramas.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's taste.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger. Interesting.
Hey, that's... Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries
Oh
out.
no.
The crowds roar. All calling on me to strike back against evil. Hold on, Tessa. I will save you. Yeah!
Oh my god.
I will protect Tessa.
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory of it. It appears to be a bit exaggerated.
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Bear pose. Oh my god.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this. Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of it amounts to nothing. What will I do?
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Oh my god, we're so tiny! What the hell?
The door.
What the fuck? There's so much stuff there. All right, I'm gonna hunt around. Why is she so tiny?
The forklift. The tire is frozen to the floor.
Why? Oh my god, these all take so long.
What?
You have to adjust to Ota's fantasy.
Ah, I understand. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie! Nothing happened.
In fact, it's kind of embarrassing.
Oh, this is good. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna have to restart this a ton. Just, it was in the first place? How do I get there? How the fuck do I get there? I found it. It's right there. How do I get to it?
A forklift.
There's gotta be a specific set of actions I have to do that will allow me to get up there.
Right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
What happened?
It has reversed in time.
I don't think this ending is acceptable. We're forgetting something.
Right. I had a feeling.
How do I get to it?
Iris is on the platform. Tessa's catchphrase.
Yeah, if anything is gonna make her react, it's that.
All right. Ears!
Head said, head, A said!
No, not you!
This will probably not help with Iris.
Hey, Von Ziel, if this turns out to be a solution, you're getting timed out.
This is an ice-cold one.
Just throw it.
Yeah!
No good, huh?
Okay.
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
Don't worry, though. I will make sure... It's okay, it's okay. Oh. Oh, let me see the spacing on that.
Iris is on the platform.
Oh, God. That kernel... You're right. That kerning is awful. Jesus. My apologies.
You have less than 2 minutes.
The ice on the floor is slick. This is for Date! This is for Date! This is for Date!
What did the ice do to me?
Those who don't fight won't survive! Ah!
All right. Oh, shit.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa, may the glory of victory be yours!
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Shining light, escort him to the green shelf or to the red shelf. Okay, I want to escort him to the green shelf so that I can get this.
A plate attached to the cold has frosted over it. I rubbed the frost off, but...
Okay.
A plate B.
I would be happier about D.
I'm sure. A plate attached to the cold has frosted up.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's
right.
What is this?
Okay. That's the floral print knife. That's a floral print knife.
Tessa! If this was another, I would have died already. Next time, he will get me. That's just destiny.
I don't want to go this route. I just want to get the hidden item.
No! I will fight destiny!
The A is Tessa's A set.
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
How do I get up there?
In 1 minute. Hurry.
A plate attached. The cold has frosted over.
I just want to stick with this route to see if I can get the
Not ever.
I want to see if I can manage to get the collectible, and then I want to do the red shelf.
Dante,
A fork.
30 seconds.
All systems green. Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
Please let me get to the item.
I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to stand up.
Dante, you're out of time.
Oh, come on. How do I get to it? All right, so just tell me this. Is there a way to get it during this run through of the Somnium? Shit. Oh.
Curse you, polar bear! If I...
Okay. Well, first I'm gonna get the time savers.
Iris is on the platform. Tessa's catch.
Yeah, if anything is good.
Okay. Oh, we should be doing all of these.
Iris is on the platform.
Iris! Hey! Are you okay? Tessa!
Guess she's not waking up.
All right. Well, we already know that we can access it without doing this.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Okay. Problem is, I know if we breathe on that plate, it's gonna take us down the A route. So maybe we have to do something to like turn this into a ramp?
Hey, hey. Are you upset?
I am not upset.
Hey, hey. Are you upset?
I am not upset.
I actually understand this reference.
Hey.
I am not.
Do I use the forklift?
Please move!
I guess you're not to Ota's taste.
Not even accepted by Ota. This is the worst.
Oh, come on. What? 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 No! No!
What?
Agent Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Fuck this game. Are you kidding me?
A plate attached to the cold has frosted over.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Wouldn't it work?
I had an idea.
I see.
A plate. D.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
There is no end to your desire.
I'll get back to work.
There seems to be nothing here. An oil drum, though it is lying down. Acetone? Aset? What is this?
Okay. That is I fucking called it! I fucking called it! That is the floral print knife! That is fucking Mayumi in that suit! I called it!
I don't want to die. I eventually stopped thinking. That's Tessa! Stand your ground! Oda Matsushita cowers to no one!
I want to do the red path.
I have to fight back with something!
A remote control. It fell when Ota ran into the shelf.
I want to see if we can freeze this from...
3 minutes, Dante.
The forklift, the tire is for...
Okay. Maybe use the power board to turn up the heat so the ice melts?
It appears to be a... This is an ice-cold one.
Iba, aim for the switch.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
Oh, okay. Now I guess we just use the remote control. Nice. Nice. I might actually finish this on the first time through this path.
Now it will move. I can't stand. I'm weak.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope. I have to help him up.
This is annoying.
Come on! Come on!
A remote control. Here it goes. I hear some sounds, but no response. I'm not sure I should press it. Ota might need to.
Oh. Okay.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Map. Okay.
A frozen fork. What?
You have to adjust to...
Ah.
I hope it works now. I think it works now. Yep. Yep. It didn't take this long last time.
Synchronization rate 6%. Now, cargo handling car, forklift, sortie.
Damn it. It really made me think that was the end of it.
Nothing happened.
In fact, it's kind of embarrassing.
Fuck.
Ota looks frightened. He cannot stand.
Oh, shit.
Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice.
Come on.
Awaken the soul. Maybe this.
Please tell me I had enough time. Please tell me I had enough time. Oh, fuck. I know. I want to see if I get the A collectible. Mayumi.
You've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait, I can almost make out their face.
Counter, force shutdown.
Stop! Stop it!
You win. Did I get the collectible though? Did I get the collectible though? Let's go! Yes! I mean, Ota should have known if a polar bear sees you, you're already dead.
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
I know.
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may? Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal, although the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over. They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So let me ask you guys, is after I finish talking to everyone in this room, is this a good stopping point, or should I keep going for another hour or so after this and find another one? Usually right after Somniums, right after Somniums have been a good stopping point, but I'm not sure. Different strings of characters and numbers continue to scroll on the monitor. A locker.
I've been watching you forever and ever.
Hey, did you hear something just now?
I did not. Perhaps you're imagining it.
We can look at the flowchart. I'll probably do it after this scene. Oh, it feels like we were really close to... It feels like if we'd gone in this direction, we were going to be really close to an ending route. Damn it. I made my choice. I'm going to stick to it. Well, I will say this. If we come back and immediately finish up this route, I'm gonna want to go back and do the other path before I continue down this one, because I wanna stick to stuff that I recently did before I lose my memory. So we'll finish up this scene in particular, and then we'll probably call it. A locker in the corner. Boss looks more upset than angry right now.
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho. Or, you can lick my shoes. Either or.
I vowed to never apologize for anything ever again. CRT monitor.
Date, look! That haunted girl is crawling out of the well. Well, why not give knife hunting a whirl?
Hold on. Panda's... Oh, you're just walking over here. Okay. I thought you were messing with the blinds. Here, bud. Come here. Here, buddy. What's the matter? You look so upset. You're safe here, bud. They're not gonna come get you.
Are you glitching out or something?
Nah, Alice isn't gonna show up today. She's in trouble. She ate her food, and then while Panda was distracted, she ate his food. So, to teach her that that food bowl is off limits, she doesn't get to socialize for the rest of the day. So she gets to wait until AJ comes home tonight. I opened it up. It's stuffed with mysterious mushrooms. Trust me, not getting to socialize is a punishment for her because she really likes being around people.
This monitor is turned off. Computer is calm, as usual.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
This door leads to the sink room. You can see the sink machine through the window. Binder. It's the sink manual. A chair. After the sink, Ota changed into his usual clothes. He looks tired sitting on the chair. How are you feeling?
I've been better. I'm still a little drowsy.
What about your stab wound?
My what? Oh! Oh, it hurts. It started acting up suddenly. Ow! It's because you grabbed me and forced me to come here, Date!
Don't blame me, that was Boss.
I'll sue you for this!
Oh, come on.
Or, how about this? Get me one of the straws Tessa used, and I won't sue you.
I see Ota is back to his healthy self.
Guess so.
About the hook in the polar bear's leg.
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
You think there are multiple killers?
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Pewter. Why were you hiding the knife in your room?
Because I was scared.
Scared?
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party. Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason why I keep the Pokemon plushes out.
I have more experience than you.
The room is the way it is.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg.
The room is the way it is for a reason, because if someone comes into this room and looks at the Pokemon plushes and looks at the Mishi blanket and looks at the game shelf and looks at the manga shelf and goes, "What the hell is this?" then they didn't deserve me or my body anyway.
That information could be crucial in catching them.
I am a temple and I deserve to be worshipped.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
And goats. I also wouldn't mind goats.
How exactly?
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city? What?
Date, what is the matter?
Date!
Are you all right?
What the fuck?
Ooh, that's definitely a good cutoff point. That is definitely a good cutoff point. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hey, this is
Oh, you're alive.
Mizuki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sync last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
I'll at least finish this scene. I want to know where we're going. The entrance. My refrigerator. A kitchen. No, I at least want to know where we're heading to when we come back. An oven hood. Listen, you guys, all right? I'm an actor, okay? I'm not perfect, but I have a good sense for what's a good place to cliffhang. If I leave when we know where we're going when we come back, we're interested to see what happens when we go there. If we leave right after Date wakes back up and we're like, oh, he's okay, that's not very interesting. Our brain kind of sees this as a scene ender. We need to know that there's something coming up. It's a door rabbit. A stuffed rabbit. I gave it to Mizuki on her birthday. Large speakers. The speakers themselves are actually mostly hollow. Mizuki's bed. Audio equipment for an audio file. You know what's funny, Not Hated? Part of me wanted to go to round 1 after stream tonight. I just don't think it's worth it, though, because I think round 1 closes at, like, midnight, and if I left right after stream, I'd get there at, like, 10. Maybe Wednesday after my session to, like, relax. Who knows? PC. I still have to wait for the $20,000 in checks I wrote to the IRS to actually get processed, though, so... In fact, let me see if those actually went through yet. They were supposed to be delivered today, but I don't know if they got processed yet. Nope, they haven't yet. Oh, motherfucker. A desk. Small filing cabinet. I keep a bunch of documents there. A trash can. It's where Mizuki's opinions on anime go. There's a chair next to the desk. A one-seater sofa. A big window. A bench press. There's a 3-seat sofa in the center of the room. A coffee table. The top is glass. Mizuki is sitting on the edge of the bed. Don't you have school?
I'm off today.
Why? Today is Tuesday. You should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? Taking the day off for mourning.
I see.
Did Boss and Pewter say anything?
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
So they told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Where is Ota?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Time to get back to the investigation.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday, Mizuki. I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Date, don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Date, please.
Oh, Karina. Oh, Karina. Damn. Mizuki.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings. She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years, but clearly she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
John Cena! I am John Cena.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
I got up, grabbed the towel from the sink, and tossed it at Mizuki.
Here, wipe your tears. We're heading out.
Mizuki quickly dabbed her eyes with the towel and smiled weakly.
Date, I must admit, I am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Or ask around the city for further information.
She looks like she just washed her face. She's ready. Oh my god! Holy fuck! That is a lot of places to go. Goodness gracious. Alright. When we come back, I'll see how I feel. If I were to do... Alright. I can't guarantee I'll do it. And I realize there may be bias. If I were to do a bonus stream on Wednesday to make up for the fact that I'm skipping tomorrow, would you guys rather see the Demon Gaze 2 stream that I would have done on Tuesday, or would you like to see more AI the Somnium files? I feel like this is going to be biased in a certain direction because we've got the AI crowd here. Yeah. But, if we do AI the Somnium files, when we come back, you guys will end up picking the order that I go at, but all of the places will be nicknamed. We're gonna have ourselves a nickname poll. I am so glad that you guys are excited for a nickname poll. I'm excited that I'm gonna actually have time to myself. I might actually get tacos tonight. All right, let's see who we've got to raid. Oh, we've got a Kale trifecta.
He is doing Lost Judgment. So I think this should be our raid phrase. But yes, just to remind you, I am taking tomorrow off just to make sure I don't wear my throat out because I've got a replacement session on Wednesday. I just want to make sure I'm healthy so that I'm able to do what I know is going to be vocally stressful stuff. If I'm still feeling up to it after Wednesday's session, I'll be back around, I would say 7:30, and we'll do a small bonus stream for AI the Somnium files. But with that being said, I'm going to go get myself some food. I love you guys. Please take care of yourselves. Be good to each other and give AKL some love. Good night, everybody. Let's raid.